Good evening, friends and family. Today I'm going to be preparing some tri-tip beef. I want to take you step by step on how I season my meat, how I prepare my grill, and prepare this tri-tip. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, like and subscribe to the page. I will be creating some more barbecuing videos in the weeks to come. So just stay tuned, keep looking out for it. I'll see you in a second. Here we go. We have about a 3-pound tri-tip. So one of the first things that I want to do is I want to find the direction of the grain. So, and the reason I want to do that is because once it gets cooked all the way, it's probably going to be hard to tell what direction the grain goes in. So I find the direction of the grain and I want to make a little slice. Make a little slice in your meat just so you know what direction you want to cut in once it's fully cooked. So then I want to start to prepare my meat with the seasonings. So one thing I want to do is I put a light coat of kosher salt. See if you guys can see that. One coat of that, a little light. Then I put a light coat of this perfect seasoning. Can you guys see that? Perfect seasoning. And this thing has a lot of good flavors in it. Garlic and onion and all that good stuff. So it's gonna make this thing taste phenomenal. And then my all-time favorite, I put this stuff on everything, every steak I ever get. This stuff is just amazing, and I probably could have just put this on there and that's it, but the Montreal Grill Mates McCormick spicy steak seasoning, see that? Now this stuff, this is the truth right here. All right, then we flip this thing over. Make sure we get both sides. Same process. A little salt. A little perfect seasoning. And a little bit of the McCormick. And I like to put it liberally on there because this is a thick cut of meat, so I want every bite of this to have as much flavor as possible. And so when I cook it, I'm gonna cook it fat side down. You see the fats on this side, so I'm gonna cook it fat side down. So I want to make sure this top layer has plenty of seasoning on it. So now we're just gonna let that sit while we prepare the grill. It'll take a couple minutes. Feel free to let it sit for an hour or so in the fridge or on your countertop. But yeah, we'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, we got the coals on the chimney, nice and hot. I'm gonna put it on one side of the grill because I want one side super hot, and my other side is gonna have no coals. So we can have this grill set up for indirect heating. So I'm just going to spread this out so we can get some even heat here. So this lump charcoal is set up for hot, fast cooking. So I like to put a couple of briquettes on there, because the briquettes will last a while, and this is going to be like an hour cook, maybe hour and a half. So we want to make sure that our heat's going to last. So we got that going. We'll put our grates in. And we're just gonna let this grill heat up a little bit, and then we'll be ready to throw our meat on. So I don't know about you, but I like my meat to have a little smoky flavor. So I got a pan full of applewood chips and some mesquite pellets, and I'm gonna cover this thing up with some aluminum foil and stick that in there just so we can get that smoky flavor. And the reason I'm not throwing those chips directly on those coals is because all it's going to do is just burn up. So we're going to put it in a pan here and cover it up. That way, instead of just burning up, it will smoke. I'm just stabbing holes in my aluminum foil so I can allow that smoke to escape. And once this thing heats up, we'll be ready to go. Alright, so as you can see, my grill temp is about 300 degrees, which is where I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this meat and I'm going to throw it on and watch this baby cook. Alright, as you can see, I got my tri-tip here. Right before I throw it on the grill, I want to put my thermometer in there. I want to cook this thing till it's about 145. This thermometer is going to give me the internal temp, so I know when I need to start searing it. So 135 is going to give me kind of a medium rare type of steak, since this is a steak. So we want to make sure we don't overcook it or undercook it. So I'm going to put this in the thickest part of this meat, just right in the center. I'm gonna take this bad boy, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, you see this part is really thin, so I'm gonna flip it and have the thick part towards the fire. So we're just gonna sit it there, and we're gonna let that thing cook. Close my top. So we got our thermometer. We can tell the temp of it right now is 54 degrees. Probably in about an hour or so, we'll come out here and check on it and see what the temp is. But our target temp is 145. Alrighty guys, so my temperature is about 135-ish, 135, 136. So now I'm about to put it on the hot side so I can just get those good sear marks on it. So we're just gonna move this bad boy on over. And we're gonna sit it there for a couple minutes, probably about 4 minutes. and let that thing get all seared up, and then we'll rotate it, flip it, do the same thing on the other side, and then we're gonna be good to go. All right, time to rotate this thing. Man, I know you guys can't smell this, but it just smells divine. Like, this thing smells amazing. I wish I had some smell-o-vision. Give it another 2 minutes and then we'll flip it. All right, it's been another 2 minutes. We're gonna flip this thing over so we can get the other side. All seared up. We're gonna let that cook another 2 minutes and then we'll rotate so it'll have a total searing time of about 4 minutes on each side. All right, time to rotate this. You see those juices just oozing up out of there. This thing is about to be amazing. It just smells heavenly. So once we take these off the coals, we're gonna let it sit and rest for about 10 minutes. Just so it can absorb all its juices and all that stuff, and then we'll start slicing into this bad boy, see what it looks like. All right, so we ready to take this thing on off here. So let's make it do what it do. Temperature good. Can y'all smell that? Ooh. Alrighty guys, it's been about 10 minutes. We've rested. My internal temperature is 146, so it's right where I wanted it to be. I want it to be 145. I'm a degree over, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my thermometer out. It's done its job. Now we ready to slice into this thing. Y'all ready to see what this thing look like on the inside? So if y'all remember, I made a little slice here so I can know where the grain was going, so I can cut against the grain. So I'm gonna just go ahead and continue to cut where that was. You can see that thing is just juicy. I wish my knife was a little sharper. Look at them juices. So how this thing works, towards the tip, it would be a little more done than towards the middle part. The middle is going to be a little more rare. I'm going to have to buy me a new set of knives at one point. So what you want to do is slice this thing as thin as possible. You see it's got that nice smoke ring. You can see it's starting to get pink in the middle, just the way I like my steak. But my wife, she likes hers a little more done, so she can get those end pieces, and I get this nice center piece here. Look at that. This thing just smells amazing. Alright guys, so that's it. The tri-tip is done. It is sliced up. I'm gonna just go ahead and take a bite of this because I just can't stand it no longer. It just looks amazing. It smells amazing. Like, I wish you guys was here to try it with me. I'm gonna take a slice of this from the middle here. Look at that. Just, oh my gosh, look at it. It just pulls right apart. Oh my goodness. That by far is some good tri-tip. I cannot bite. Oh my goodness. I can't just take one bite. This thing is so good. Look at that. Juice is just dripping. I'm gonna sop some of this juice up that's in the bottom of the plate as well. Look at that. Oh my, can y'all see that? That is it. So y'all try that at home. I showed y'all everything that I did. Go ahead and replicate it. I promise you, it's gonna be the best thing you done ate since sliced bread. Alright, so just go ahead and like and subscribe to this page. Like this video. Again, I want to do more and more of these barbecue videos. Maybe you can get some good meat like this. Who knows? Sky's the limit. Y'all take it easy out there. God bless.